Hello guys, this is Mr. Rego, and today we're going to talk about when two parallel lines are intersect by a transversal line. So right now we're going to talk about these two lines. This is parallel to this line. How do we know those two lines are parallel? Well, the lines are going to have an arrow, some kind of arrow that is going to go through them. Okay, so you see that this is the arrow at the end of the line, but here we have like a red arrow. Those two arrows means that this line is parallel to this line. And look at this. Arrow, arrow, okay. So you're gonna see some kind of arrow. Sometimes it's like that, or sometimes it's just like the two lines, okay? It's just showing like this an arrow. Alright, so you can see that all of them have that little arrow. That means those two lines are parallel lines. Alright, that's the first thing we need to understand. So when two lines are parallel and they have a transversal line, this is cutting the two of them. Oh my god, horrible line. This line is cutting this and this. This line is cutting the two parallel lines. So that line is called transversal. This is the transversal. This is the transversal. Why? Because it's cutting the other two. So that's the main idea. So when a transversal line is cutting two parallel lines, there's many things that happen. Basically, you see all these angles, right? You see all this bunch of angles. There's a relationship between them. Now, something to start is that in between the two parallel lines, in between all this area on the inside, all this area on the inside is called the inside. Outside, so from here to the top and from here to the bottom is called exterior. So here is interior or inside or interior, and here is called exterior. Exterior, okay, the outside. So let's go back to this one. This is my two lines. Inside or interior. And here, this, from this line on the top, exterior. Here, exterior. Okay, exterior, exterior. All right, so that's the idea. Now, one more thing is, if the angles are on the same side, they're called same side. So this is my transversal. For example, here, this is my transversal, and 100 and C are on the same side. You see that? So the transversal has two sides. It has the left side and it has the right side. Okay? If the two angles are on the same side, they're called same side. In this case, they're called same side interior. All right? If they're in different sides of the transversal, they're called alternate. Alternate. Okay? Alternate. So those are specific for names. Let's go through the names real quick. Now, one thing is that when the here's alternate interior angles are congruent, alternate exteriors are congruent, corresponding are congruent, same side interior are supplementary. So the first angles, these are vertical angles. We did this before, vertical angles. So they are congruent, they have the same measure. In this case, angle A has 79 degrees. Okay. These angles, the next one is alternate interior because they're in the middle. You see that? They're in the middle. So they call it interior because on different sides of the line, they're called alternate. And they have the same measure. Therefore, this angle over here is 81 degrees. This side, remember, there's interior or inside. So these two angles are called same side interior, same side. And they're supplementary, which means that sum of the two is 180. So if this is 100, then this is 80. What's missing to 180? The bottom ones. We have to compare the bottom four with the top four. If they have the kind of the same position, they're called corresponding angles. Okay? If they occupy kind of the same position, and we compare the four on the bottom with the four on the top. Last but not least, these are exterior angles because they're on the outside, and they're alternate because they're on different side of my transversal, and they're congruent. So in this case, angle E is 84. In this case, angle D is 83.